Hey everyone, Thornton here, and Helldivers 2 has continued to break records. So many so that the servers are at a breaking point and really can't handle more players. But with that being said, Xbox, might want to make a move on getting this game over and being cross-platform. And Phil Spencer, the CEO of Xbox, has actually said some stuff as well about that. So we're going to cover all the information you guys need to know and if we can ever expect it on the Xbox platform. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So recently we have been seeing games absolutely shatter player count records left and right. First we had the finals back in December of last year. Then we had Palworld, and now we have the Helldivers 2 game, which is absolutely exploding, which has been developed by Arrowhead Game Studios. Now, this is a little bit different than any other game that has been blowing up recently because it's a cooperative action sequel. It's a shooter, but it's co-op and takes a break from the multiplayer skill-based matchmaking ranking system so many other games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, and Apex Legends use, and it's now dominating Steam and surpassing all-time player peaks of iconic titles like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Destiny 2, which is absolutely incredible to see, especially because Sony spent so much money acquiring Bungie for Destiny 2, and now Arrowhead's just like, yeah, we're the new kids on the block. However, there are some downsides to being so popular and so successful because they actually had to do a recent decision to cap the concurrent players at 450,000 because the servers just can't really handle what they're trying to cook up. Now, they are putting out a lot of commitment to addressing the server-related issues and also making sure that the player experience is pretty top tier because they just did give us some new updates and helped with the progression system for those of you who can't get in. By capping the concurrent players right now, the studio's kind of aiming to alleviate the server strain, and this is always going to be a huge issue in a live service game or anything that's online only, as Helldivers 2 is. There's no story mode yet. Maybe one day. I really actually hope. It has a really cool aesthetic, very Starship Troopers. It's like that game we always wanted as kids growing up in the 90s, but now it's finally realized. So I think a story mode would be absolutely amazing. But because it is multiplayer only, it does kind of suck if you pay the $40 price tag yet can't get into the game because there's just too many people playing. I mean, it is actually kind of mind-numbing that this game has passed titles like Grand Theft Auto 5, which is one of the biggest games of all time. It truly is one of the most dominant titles I've ever seen on PlayStation 5 in a very long time, not counting God of War or Horizon Zero Dawn or the Marvel Spider-Man games, which are all fantastic and I love, by the way, but those are single player games. This is the first multiplayer breakout hit for the PlayStation 5 that I can remember in a long time. I mean, it's right now outperforming juggernauts like Fortnite and Call of Duty in the US market. And when you start taking on Fortnite, that is a pretty big accomplishment. Now, the question though, and this is what we talked about in the beginning of the video, is with all of Helldivers 2's triumphs, is there ever going to be a potential expansion to other platforms, particularly Xbox? As I own both systems, I would also like to play it on Xbox with my friends there. Now, Microsoft recently did an announcement where they're going to be bringing 4 Xbox exclusive games to PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. And that leads to a lot of people I've seen online asking about whether or not Helldivers 2 will ever arrive on the Xbox console. And Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer did actually acknowledge Helldivers 2's success and did give some insight on his thoughts about platform exclusivity and the dynamics of game distribution and accessibility. And even though Helldivers is right now exclusive to PlayStation and PC, it does limit its reach, which might be a good thing because once again, you can't really access the game on a bunch of different servers right now. However, if you had access to some Xbox servers or funding, that could change the thing quite a bit. Microsoft is exploring new avenues for game distribution and wants to do a more inclusive approach to platform availability. And Helldivers 2 would find a massive audience on Xbox, which would only help further expand its player base and enrich the gaming community. It's a win-win for everyone. PlayStation still keeps all of its current players. Microsoft adds in a whole flurry of new users to the Helldivers scape, and hopefully they make more money so that they can get even better servers, and maybe even Microsoft can assist with some of it. Phil Spencer has a comment about the future of exclusivity in the industry's trajectory, stating that as Xbox continues to evolve its strategy and embrace the concept of Xbox everywhere, the potential for Helldivers 2 to join the Xbox ecosystem becomes really likely. Overall, it isn't going to happen anytime soon. I do hope that there is one day in the future where there is no such thing as platform exclusive games. I feel like it cuts off a lot of us from the games that we truly love by having to stick with either a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox. Maybe one day we can get something like Netflix where we just have an account and can download a game on any system, independent of the developer or publisher making deals with these console brands. That would be absolutely fantastic. It might be a long shot away, but it does seem like Xbox is making the first steps to doing something like that, and I think that would probably be the smartest business move. Although there's probably going to be a huge comment section war down below where PS5 is going up against Xbox and everyone's like me. But man, I just want to play games with my friends and it doesn't matter what system we're on. Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on Helldivers 2 coming over to Xbox? Do you think it should remain a PlayStation/Steam exclusive, or would you like to see it so that you can play with your friends on any platform? And as always, don't forget to check out these channels right here, which is more news and information on upcoming video games or the latest video game news in general. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.